Well, I started coming as a camper and was a camper from Trailblazers all the way through Explorers. Um, since I did not go through the KILT program, I took 1 year away from camp and then came back on staff. And I was on full-time staff for 14 years. And then this is the third summer that I've just come for a few weeks to volunteer.
And I'm her mother, so I'm the one who sent her to camp. And now I've been coming, this is my second summer.
Okay, I got involved with camp when it was Camp Careth back in the 70s and have been coming ever since. And I love it here. My kids have come, and even my boys come and help on work weekends, so come to those because that's great. I went through KA and KILT and counseling, and since I have a family now, I'm not able to be here all summer. So I come up and I volunteer as much as I can, usually for about a week or two, and I can still input into the ministry. So it's great. And even though I was in the kitchen all week this time, I was still able to help there a lot by feeding the girls food while the counselors were feeding them spiritually.
My first year was 1995. I was a camper. I was a Trailblazer camper. And I just kept coming as a camper and then as a staff member and then as a volunteer when I couldn't come up the whole summer.
I got involved at camp a while ago. My girls started coming up about 9 years ago, and after a couple years I realized that, hey, I wanted to go too, so I volunteered.
Hi, I'm Kessie, and I've been a camper here for basically my whole life.
Well, I can't even imagine what summer would look like without being at camp, and I want to build into the younger staff members. I want to, help them learn how to run the horsemanship program, since that's specifically the area I volunteer. But I just love the chance to mentor them and support them and get their summer started off well.
Coming, I've heard her talk all these years about all the wonderful things at Camp Cedarbrook, but until you're here in the middle of it, you don't really have a clear picture, and it just opens up your heart to see the fellowship among the staff and to witness the girls blossoming before your eyes. So it truly is mission filled and a phenomenal place to just be a part of your heart.
And I decided to volunteer because I love camp, and I'm so excited to see so many girls get to know Jesus even more and to have a great time at camp.
I think when I drive up that gravel road and I roll the windows down, it feels like home. And one of the things I really love about camp is that it gives girls and women the opportunity to develop competencies and to feel competent and confident, but also have a safe space if they fail. That is why I love camp, is that we are a community. We're a community of Christian women, and we're a community of strong women, and I think that's unusual.
I love being in the woods. I love the chance to reset my relationship with God by just making it a priority. I love the chance to be in Christian community for a couple weeks in a really intense way.
So if you're thinking about coming up to volunteer, it would be a great way to spend a week or even a weekend during the summer, or even in the fall or spring for the work weekends. So work weekends are a lot of fun, especially for teenagers. If you have a youth group that you can bring up, they work really well together, and amazingly they get a ton of work done. And then in the evenings they get time to have some downtime and have a campfire. They sing songs sometimes or tell stories, but they get to learn many different tasks.
So after one or two trips up, I realized that coming to Cedarbrook to volunteer was just like going on a mission trip, a short-term mission trip. And I loved doing that when I was a youth, and I realized that I'm coming up to work hard and to support the vision and mission of Camp Cedarbrook, which is to share the word and share Christ with these young ladies.
I volunteer because I realized that volunteers built this camp, and we are the backbone of camp. Without us, it wouldn't run.
If you're looking for a place to minister and it's really a mission trip within our own backyard, then consider coming to Camp Cedarbrook, because there's many needs and you can fill one of them.
It doesn't matter what skills you think you have or don't have, or how much time you have. Like, even if you can, especially during pre-camp, even if you can just come for one day, you can jump in and help out. Of course, coming for a week is really great, and it really encourages the staff and just makes their workload a little easier when you have these people coming in for short bursts of time who are full of energy and renewed enthusiasm.
I think everyone should experience Camp Cedarbrook, old time. And just come up and volunteer. If you can, that would be great. The help is really needed. If you have girls age of campers, send them. You'll learn a lot. They experience so many neat things up here, and they're great for life. So just come on up and give it a try.
I would say be ready for hard work. Be ready to jump in where you're needed. Be ready to be blessed by these cool staff members and to see their creativity. It is absolutely amazing. Be ready to rough it a little bit, because you're not going to be sleeping in the lap of luxury. Come prepared with your bug spray. And just be ready for fun, and be ready to be amazed by all that goes on here at Camp Cedarbrook.